Hello, this is Jace Fugate here with another session of the Introduction to the Go Programming Language course. So today we're going to be talking about if-else and else chains. So as we talked about before in the previous session, we talked about if statements. So if statements are a way to control if code runs or not. You have the if, and then the condition, and then the code block. Well, what if you want something else to happen if this is not true? Well, you can actually put on an else if right after the closing curly brace and say, well, if this isn't true, this evaluates to false, or it's just more specifically, if this evaluates to false, well, then check this and see if this is true. If this first one evaluates true, it will skip everything else and jump straight to the bottom. And the same thing with this. So if this evaluates to true, then this code will run and the rest of it will be skipped. But if this evaluates to false, then this will be skipped and it says, oh, hey, there's another condition, there's an else here. And it will run and it'll check this condition. And again, if this is true, then this code will run and it skips whatever else is on the chain and jump down to here. If this is false, then it'll move down to the next one. And then this time we actually have an else. And so basically, if any of these are false, this will always run. So let's go ahead and run this. Oh, don't forget the period, right? So this says your weight is normal. So 21, let's run through this here. 21 is greater than 18.5. So we can basically say, okay, forget about that. We'll move on to the next thing. Well, 21 is greater than 18.5 and it's less than 25.0. So if that's true, it will run this statement right here. And because this statement ran, it ignores everything else. And then it just does it. If we were to change this, now let's put this to 35. Let's run this. Now it says you're obese, so your BMI classifies this as obese. And so 35 is greater than 18.5. So this is false. Skip that completely. Well, it is greater than 18.5. So that's okay. But you move on to this side. Well, it's greater than 25, so this can't be true. So we skip that and say, oh, hey, there's an else if. So we'll check this condition. Same thing. Well, it's greater than 25.0, but it's also greater than 30. So this can't happen. Skip this and we say else. Oh, well, that's the last thing we can do. So we just go ahead and run that last statement. Else if chains are great for doing comparisons like this. You can just put in all your conditions in one place, and then you have that. You can add the fall through here at the end. You don't have to have this. You can just get rid of that. If we were to run this, nothing would print out here at the bottom. And something to note is the else statement always has to go last. You cannot put an else if at the bottom. It's not going to like that. It says unexpected else at the end of a statement. Once you do an else statement, that is the end. This is the default. If nothing else evaluates to true, it will always run whatever is in this code block here. So let's play with this. Let's change this to weather. And we'll say sunny. So if weather equals rain, we'll say bring a umbrella. And then we can say else if weather equals sunny. We'll say, hey, if it's sunny out, you should probably wear a hat or wear sunblock. Let's do that. Else, our program is not going to be too smart. It only knows what to do if it's rainy or sunny. If it's anything else, I don't know what you should wear. So let's go and run this. So it says, well, it's sunny because weather equals sunny. You should wear sunblock. If we were to change this to rainy, it would then tell us, hey, we should probably bring an umbrella. 2 L's, right? I'm a code instructor, not a spelling teacher. And if we put on here, it is hailing, our program will not know what to do, and it'll just say, I don't know what you should wear. And it'll just fall into the else statement. So play around with this, have fun, and get comfortable with how you use if, else, if, and else chains, and figure out what you can't do with it. I guess is another thing you should probably figure out. Make sure that you understand that you cannot have it set up this way, right? This is bad. It won't even format my code for me. It says that's not available. So thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you again